Welcome to Where Hawaii Eats. I'm your host, Ann Lee, and today we have world-renowned chef Chai Chawasari.
Aloha, Anne.
Hi, Chai.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
This is so beautiful, yeah, the setting.
No, look at this backdrop.
Look at this. Where else can you get a location like this?
I know. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. What are we making today?
Today I'm going to show you how to make the creamy coconut milk and lemongrass soup. I make this soup when the Princess of Thailand and the Prime Minister of Thailand came to Hawaii. So they requested soup, so this is the one I make for them.
Because I'm like a princess?
Exactly.
Okay.
You have the look and you have the everything. So very, very easy, very simple. What I have here, this is just a chicken stock. And then I'm going to add some coconut milk. Normally if I use 1 part coconut milk, I use 1 part of the chicken stock. If you like creamier, you add more coconut milk. If you like less, you add less, okay?
Chai, where's your restaurant located?
Right now we're on Kapiolani in the building called Pacifica. So it's right across on the Blaisdell, very convenient. So in the soup, this one is called galango. So actually the name of the dish is galango soup.
See.
So galango is the same as a ginger family,
Also ginger family.
but they
Okay.
have a little bit different texture, a little bit flavor.
And you can get this in Hawaii?
You can get that in Chinatown, in anywhere.
Chinatown.
So I put a couple of those. This one is lemongrass.
Is that a vegetable or a fruit?
No, this is the herbs. So actually one good thing about lemongrass is when you buy this, if you cut it that much, right? And then in your house, you put it on the soil. This is weed, this is grass, so it will keep regrow again and again, so you can use that. So I'm gonna put a few of those in there.
Okay.
Now, sometimes you can cut it, or if you just want to smash into it, either way is fine. So this, I just put it in there.
What kind of food do you make at the restaurant? What would you say is your specialty?
Fruit or food? Oh, we do Asian fusion, so I use a little bit of, we are in Hawaii, why not use the best of we have to offer? I use a little bit of Thai, a little bit Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Filipino, and I use French cooking technique.
Right now, you're not open for dine-in, but eventually you're going to open,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, we will open in December.
In
So
December.
right now we just kind of,
What are
wait
your
and see.
What are your most popular dishes?
I would say the whole fish is very popular, and my kataifi and magnat crusted jumbo black tiger prawn, that's our signature. So once the soup is almost boiled, I'm just gonna add chicken. Now you can use chicken breast, you can use chicken thigh. The good thing about this recipe is keto diet perfect for that.
Oh.
And now if you're vegan, you just use a vegetable stock.
Can you leave the skin on, or do you take the
You
skin
can
off?
use skin on, that's just a personal preference.
Okay, personal preference.
So I just add chicken in there, and then I'm gonna season. And then I have, this is a button mushroom. I pre-cook it. You can use a can if you don't have, but the local one, Hamakua mushroom, is perfect.
Hamakua mushroom.
Yeah.
So the restaurant's closed right now, but you're doing a wiki box.
Yeah,
Can you
so-
tell me about that?
So we offer a wiki box. In the box have 8 entree, 2 salad, 2 dessert for only 120.
Wow.
And during holiday, we're gonna have a special holiday box, like
Nice.
turkey and all kind of stuff.
So how do people get it? Do they call you? Is there a website?
They can just call the restaurant 585-0011 or just go to the website at chefchai.com. Then I'm gonna add a couple of the shallots and I add garlic. I'm just gonna smash them a little bit just to break them so the flavor come out. Right?
Nice.
So that is perfect in there. Now this is a key ingredient. This is a coffee lime leaf. So if you smell it, you can't really smell anything, but when you break it,
Oh wow.
that's why if you cook at home, you don't know, you just put the whole thing in there, you're not gonna get anything.
Where do you get this?
This one you can get Chinatown. We grow this
Chinatown?
also at my restaurant. So
Oh.
you just want to make sure you break the leaves so the oil from the leaves will come out.
Chai has his own little herb garden outside his front door of his restaurant. It's funny because he'll come right outside, and right by the outside dining areas, he's got these little herb plants. So he'll run outside, go grab some herbs, and then come right back to the kitchen.
You can smell it. It smells so good.
What's in the pot again? So what do
It's
we have right
coconut milk, chicken stock. Then now we're gonna season. We put a little bit of sugar.
now? A little bit of sugar.
And in Thai cooking, we don't use any salt, so we use fish sauce.
Oh.
Now, you want to do vegan, then you have no meat, then you use salt instead, and you can put any vegetable you want.
So I know we use chicken. Can we use a different type of protein?
Oh yeah, you can use fish, you can use pork, you can use beef. One thing about my cooking is you use a recipe as a guideline. Then you can create anything you want. Right? And then this one is cilantro.
So what other ingredients are we going to have to
It's
add to the
pretty
pot?
much this chili pepper is just for taste. You can use it as a garnish. And I normally squeeze a little bit of lemon and lime right into the bowl. I think the soup is just about done.
Wow. How long have you been doing this?
Oh my God, over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
Now, if you have cilantro, a lot of time people don't use it, they waste it, throw away. Put it in the soup. These
Nice.
have the best flavor for the root part have the best flavor.
What's the first dish you ever made?
It must be just stir fry shrimp.
Shrimp stir fry.
This is another key ingredient. If you don't have it, don't worry, but if you have it, it helps a lot. It gives enhance the flavor. It's called chili paste in oil. They use this in Thai cooking. So this one in here have the shrimp, garlic, shallot, and chili paste. So you
Here.
just put a little bit of that in there.
So that's the last. Is that the
That's
last
it.
of
And
them?
then this is about done. So
just
once the
about
soup is
done?
done, we're just going to pour it on.
How long do you let it simmer?
Well, you want to make sure that the chicken is cooked. That's
Okay.
the only thing. And then now I think that look like the chicken is cooked already.
Nice.
So we're gonna add.
Well, we're
that
definitely
in
have
there.
to try this. Beautiful.
Now you can add chili pepper. You like spicy, you can add more. You don't like spicy, you can add less. We use a little bit of cilantro leaf for the flavor. And if you want, you can just squeeze a little bit of lemon and lime in there, and that's all it is.
So we gotta follow Chef Chai at Chef on Instagram and Facebook. He updates every day about the different wiki boxes, and you can give him a shout out on social media. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
doing my
Ann.
show.
Thank you.
And thanks to the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort.
Try it. It's really good.
Welcome to Where Hawaii Eats. I'm your host, Ann Lee. We're in beautiful Chinatown, and I'm seated with the owner of Yakitori Hachibei. Do you go by Bobby or Robert?
Everybody calls me Robert in the restaurant.
So Robert.
It's my contract name. My nickname is Bobby.
Should we go by Robert or Bobby?
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Robert Yamazaki.
Robert Yamazaki.
So this grill, you center, it's actually like the epicenter of this restaurant.
Yes.
Tell me about this grill, this method of cooking.
Our grill is based on the traditional grilling methods in Japan. We use binchotan charcoal, which is some of the highest quality charcoal on the planet. I think it's the highest quality charcoal on the planet. So it takes about 3 hours to fire it up to get it to temperature. Tommy, my partner and the founder of Yakitori Hachibei, Katsunori Yashima, and Yuji, who are our chef experts, grill experts, say it's all about the heat. It's all about the temperature. And in order to grill it properly, our way, the traditional way, it has to start at about 1100 degrees. On top of that, the way it's skewered, if you look at the uniformity, I think you'll notice the expertise that goes into each and every morsel that's on this stick. It starts over in our prep area, and it eventually winds up on our grill. And it's really more of a searing than a cooking. And it really seals in the flavors to each individual skewer. And it comes to the table hot off that grill. This is one of the premier skewers here. We sell out of it every night. Julius Ludovico birds and the liver, which we named foie gras because it's so good. But all of our guests already know that. It's just the best skewer, and just succulent and tender and moist.
Okay,
Ready?
ready. Everything you said,
What do you think?
delicious. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Very good.
It's the expertise of the master chefs.
So this one here This is the thigh.
This is a thigh, the juiciest part of the chicken. So we get the whole bird in when they deliver. They slaughter every Tuesday. This is the momo, the juicy chicken thigh.
Very good.
So our Julius slaughters every Tuesday and every Thursday, crack of dawn.
Wow.
The bird comes to us that day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's that fresh.
So freshness is one of the keys of the flavor that this bird provides. It's really amazing.
Unbelievable. So good. It's so tender. It melts in your mouth.
You want
We
to
gotta
try the
try this one?
sasami? This is the
Yes.
tenderloin of the chicken. It's kind of that part that you see bridged inside the breast meat in
And
that
then-
little cartilage area.
And then with wasabi.
Very tender wasabi, and it's just drizzled with a little shoyu.
Wow. It looks amazing. That's very good. Now I want to talk about the implements that you serve when guests come here. And it's packaged in this cute little envelope.
This is our we call it a sanitary pack. So actually Ryuji, our master chef, came up with the idea, seeing it somewhere else online, I think. And basically it's a secure and sanitary place to put the utensils so that we can have them on the table when the guests sit down. And so it just includes your chopstick, your oshibori or your hand wipe, and your napkin. And it also provides you with a safe place to store your mask while you're dining at our restaurant.
That's very clever.
This is our sukiyaki. Thank you.
So what exactly is
Oh, and
this?
This is the Waimanalo egg that enhances our sukiyaki skewer, which is basically sukiyaki on a stick.
Oh my goodness.
So it's shungiku, or edible chrysanthemum, edible Japanese chrysanthemum, and enoki mushroom wrapped in sirloin, and it's sandwiched a little bit of onion for flavor. And this is the Waimanalo egg that comes from OK Poultry. It's a beautiful name, OK Poultry.
Okay. You can
And
tell.
it's
is
actually, what's that?
you can tell that it's the Waimanalo egg. It's the color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
So how do you eat this?
So in the typical pot sukiyaki, you have a bowl of egg and meat and vegetables, and then you dip it into a bowl of egg. And so for us, we just take the skewer itself, smash the egg yolk, this beautiful egg yolk, get as much as you can onto it, and then just eat it.
Eat the whole thing.
Mm.
Let's take little bites. So the second one is
The second one is enoki mushroom, wrapped in sirloin. Yes. Same thing. So basically, it's like Japanese tapas. Yeah. So what we're trying to do here is just to offer what we're doing in Japan, and that's simple, delicious yakitori. And so the whole idea of Yakitori Hachibei in the United States, we thought, was if we could do 80% of what we do in Japan, as far as the quality, the presentation, the whole package, that we would be successful. I think that we are 100% on par with what we're doing in Japan. And some of our procurement, especially the chicken, our poultry, is the best in all of our 9 locations. Kaori's
oh, what is
delicious
this?
creation, our uni tempura,
From Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara uni,
Wow.
flash fried tempura, Japanese style.
Wow.
And Tommy's bringing out the Dasai 45 from Yamaguchi Prefecture, one of our best sellers.
That's quite a bottle.
Junmai Daiginjo.
Everything on the menu has intention
Yes.
and a purpose, and there's a specific way that you eat and drink.
Yes.
What a lovely way to end our conversation and this meal. Thank you so much for sharing this with me.
And you know, it's a collaboration of many different minds. Like you mentioned, you know, the small little details that go into the presentation are very important in Japanese culture, especially culinary culture. So I hope you are enjoying it.
Shall we?
Cheers, and thank you very much. Hachibei.com.
We're with Jason Wong, president of Sysco Hawaii. Jason, you were with HFM Food Service prior to 3 years prior to Sysco Hawaii coming here. How were your customers and how did they adapt when that transition occurred from HFM to Sysco Hawaii?
Really, the customers didn't have to adapt much because we were giving great service, world-class service before Sysco came in. But what did shift is our access to more resources.
One of the stories that Gomate shared was that you were able to give them an authentic Japanese flour so they could provide the diner, the customer, an authentic Japanese noodle. And that wouldn't have been able to, you know, that opportunity necessarily wouldn't have happened if Sysco Hawaii wasn't here.
That's true. You know, with the reach of Sysco, our supply chain is global now. So we're able to leverage that supply chain to help customers in ways that we couldn't imagine in the past. They really true to their word about just trying to help. And I think about what's gone on during the pandemic, but to have the support of Sysco, not only just for our customers, but I think about our associates and where we've been able to continue to grow. We're not, by no means are we out of the pandemic, but we are looking forward. We have some expansion plans coming up. We have a couple new freezers that we're building. We are hiring again. It's been great over the last several weeks. I've met new associates in our associate orientations. So we are investing for the future, but definitely knowing that we're not out of this yet.
I believe you said you were hiring.
Yep, if you go to careers.sysco.com, you can see all the positions available here locally in Hawaii and then across the Sysco system.
Welcome to Where Hawaii Eats. We are here today at Sysco Hawaii's Business Resource Center. They have an amazing commercial kitchen and a lot more resources for restaurants. We are also here joined by Executive Chef from Restaurant 604, Harold Beltran. Thank you for joining us, Chef.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Tell me what you have created for us today.
I kind of came up with this to blend in with their new location. It's more like a bar and grill concept, more backyard kind of feel. So I came up with this chimichurri steak. It's a higher end, but then again, it's something that we can offer to everybody and that backyard kind of feel.
Can we sample?
Sure. Hope you like it.
Oh, I'm excited to try it. I've heard a lot about your restaurant. This is very good. Very tender.
Thank you.
So, Restaurant 604, the name is very unique. It's been around, I want to say, about 4 years, correct?
Yes.
So, tell me what is behind the name?
Restaurant 604, everybody flip out when I tell everybody this, when they ask why Restaurant 604, there's no significant number why would we call it 604. And then it's simple enough, it's the number of the building of the first location. So, so it's the first location is the Arizona Memorial. It's been running for over 4 years. Mm-hmm. So back in June 2016, they opened that place. I wasn't there yet, I didn't open it up. And it's been great since then. We have Pacific Rim, kind of American fusion concept in that location. We have music weeknights. Weeknights, yeah, weeknights.
And you have an extensive bar area.
Yeah, the bar, like I said, very extensive drink choices and selections.
thank you so much for sharing your story. For more information, you can visit restaurant604.com.
Restaurant604.com. You're also on Instagram. There's all different Instagram names, but you know, this Restaurant 604, that's Restaurant 604, which is F-O-R-E. And then House 604, Beach 604 House, which is in Waianae, right on the rest camp, Army Rest Camp on Phuket Bay. And we also have the Barber's Point, the Bar and Grill, which is 604 Bar and Grill. And out in White Plains Beach, we have the 60 Bowls food truck.
That's the food truck that we're talking about.
And on top of that, we also have 604 Express right off Naval Marine Golf Course. Upstairs of that is Mangiamo, which is our Italian concept.
Well, so if you go to restaurant604.com, can you link to all of these different
Yes.
establishments?
Yes,
Okay.
yes you can.